I'm good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Um, I watched the movie like almost a month ago, and there's so many things that I would like to touch on. The first one is like I felt that I watched two movies.
Mhm.
One movie that started, very politically immigrant strong, like showing people how most people treat immigrants, and then it became like suddenly in a horror movie. But like the first part is also horror for many people. So
Yeah,
like, how do you as an actor you want to balance these two different colors in the movie?
carefully. Like, you
Yeah,
want to balance those things carefully, just because it's a serious topic that we are addressing. So you don't want to make light of that, but also keep the realism of people where that's like I like that's what we are as human beings or as a culture. Even though when we're faced obstacles, we'll still find a way to either find it funny or find joy in that difficult space. And I think that's the balance where you don't do too much of that, where we've all found ourselves in tough situations and we've made a joke just to lighten up the mood because what we're dealing with is so heavy. And that was what we wanted to execute in the sort of halves of the movie where we got the serious point, but then we want to balance it out so it's not as heavy, that it's more digestible and its overall completion. So it's definitely tough, but that I think that's what makes it balanced.
a couple months ago I was talking to Las Alonso about how it's being Afro Latino in Hollywood, and
Mhm.
how hard sometimes it is for an Afro Latino gets a Latino actually role. What is your thought about this subject?
I think it's we the industry is learning that this character, this particular genre exists. Like it's like a I've been in this business 20 years,
Yeah,
and they just weren't making any roles. They weren't making Afro Latino. Like people didn't when they was writing these scripts, they wasn't adding our characters in there. Like it
exactly.
just so um I'm excited that we are being seen
Yeah.
and people are identifying names and faces to associate with Afro Latinos. I think it's our job as Afro Latinos to represent and continue to do great work, to continue to open up the doors for people that other Afro Latinos following behind us. So it's getting better. Yeah, it's getting better. But there's a time where it was tough for a black role. Just
Yes.
I've been doing
Like 40
20
years ago.
years. So early when I first began, it was only thug roles that I could get. I was either the cat that was going to jail or I was about to go to jail. Those are the roles that I was up for. So it's gotten better and it's going to get even more better as we continue to put out content such as American Carnage, where we have wow, a melting pot of Latinos from around
Yeah.
the world in different shades. So showing the diversity within our community, I think it's our job to do that, and that will further open up the doors for the future.
But you say something important. It's about representation too. Like usually when you see a Latino in a role, it's always the same Latino who has to cross the
Yeah,
border, who is
yeah,
suffering, who is a gangster. But now we have a full movie where it's a group of young Latinos, you know, doing something fun, and then it becomes like a different genre of movies. So this is not the usual way that we see Latinos
mm,
in the industry. So this is one of the cool part about American Carnage. Like, and how Diego reach out to you to have these funny characters, the Big Mac.
Well, it was just the traditional auditioning methods. Went in the first time, they liked what I did, and then the second time, uh, I went in and performed as well, and then that's when I booked it. So it was just a regular auditioning process. But in filming it and in the conversations with Diego, man, he really is a person that has attention to detail. So the conversations about Big Mac really helped me understand and really lock in what I need to do with this character.
And also I love because Jorge is Dominican. I'm Dominican.
Yeah.
So like seeing your guys mixture with Gina, you and Jorge is a really great representation of we as young Latinos.
Yes.
And do you feel like more responsible now that you guys are out there like with a name, with a Latino name representation and being seen by many people, and now with these huge platforms as the streamings are? Do you think it's more responsibility for you as a representation, and how important you think is representation for in that platform as Hollywood is?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's definitely every time I perform, every time I get on front of camera, it's bigger than just me representing myself. There's a lot of kids at home that were just like me, watching TV and films and looking for someone that looked like them. And that's who that I'm always conscious of that. So that's why I work the way I work, and I pursue a road of excellence in doing so. Again, what we do now is going to just open up the doors for the future Afro Latinos to come up and really build in this business. Because like I said, it wasn't, I remember getting breakdowns 10 years ago. You didn't see the word Afro Latino nowhere near text, so this is a new genre for Hollywood.
For everyone.
Okay. It's okay. We've been around though. We've been here. It's all right. You gonna know we here definitely by Maldonado for sure.
I agree. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it, and I hope to see more new things coming from you. And I'm really proud of you guys. What you guys do with American Carnage.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you for your time, man.
All right, man. Have a good one.